And now, as we were saying, monsoon season is fast approaching, and I just love the rain in the desert, the smell.
I know, me too. But there are some safety concerns this time of year as well, especially for homeowners. Luckily, I spoke with an expert who had some great tips. Well, summer is on the way, and along with that fun in the sun comes the harsh reality of storm season. Whether you live in a coastal community or the heartland of America, home improvement expert Danny Lipford, host of Today's Homeowner, is here with his three-step plan to help you be the most prepared homeowner on your block. Danny, thank you so much for joining me this morning.
Oh, glad to be with you, Heather.
Well, as a new homeowner myself, I am especially concerned about the upcoming monsoon season, but you have broken this down into 3 easy steps for us, which I love. What's the first step?
Well, the first step is really check with your insurance company and make sure you have the type of coverage that you think you have, and pay particular attention to the deductibles, because those things are really getting up there and pretty expensive these days. Another thing, have a nice family meeting and talk about what happens in the event of some severe weather, and get a little plan together, get those emergency numbers together, and also great time to buy all of your emergency supplies. We've got a great checklist for you, brand new, updated on our website at todayshomeowner.com. Another thing, if you're one of the millions of people that have standby generators or whole house generators, it's time to make sure they're tuned up and ready to go. And if you don't have one, you might consider it, because they've gotten a lot cheaper and a lot smaller. Look at this one. This one from Generac is strong enough to power a 2,000 square foot home on just about any electrical needs that you might have. And it also has an automatic transfer switch that you're able to wire into either a new house or an existing house, so that when the power goes off, within a few seconds, this comes on and you don't miss a beat. And then when it's restored, it turns it right back off. So it's a great comfort level, because it's more than just an inconvenience when you don't have power in your home. It really can be a safety concern.
Well, I love that you've really thought about kind of everything and protecting our home ahead of time. Now that we are ready to go and storm season is approaching, we see a storm is coming our way. What would be the next step?
Well, I'll tell you what I would do. I would jump in the car first thing and go fill it up with gas, because you never know when you're going to have to jump in that car and evacuate, and you don't want to spend that evacuation time standing in a gas line. That's very, very important. And then after that, you want to make sure that you try to cover all of your windows and doors, especially if you're really in a path of a severe storm. And plywood is one of the most common ways of doing that. That's a very easy way. Another one a lot of people are finding out about is a very lightweight material called corrugated PVC, and that allows a little bit of the sunlight to come into your home. And yet another way of doing it is with fabric, the same type of fabric that they use to make bulletproof vests. You can put on your home, makes it very easy, fairly inexpensive, but a great way to protect that envelope of the home.
Well, this really does beat putting in the box spring in front of your window, which I know I've seen people do before. But okay, so let's say we are actually hit by that storm. What are the most important things we do after?
Well, you certainly need to call that insurance company the first thing. There's going to be a lot of people calling the insurance company, but be the first in line. Call early, call often, and make sure that you're leaving them all the available contact information to get back in contact with you. Email addresses, cell phones, regular phones, the neighbor's phone. You want them to be able to reach you. Then take pictures, take videos to document everything. Then do everything you can to minimize the damage to your home with tarps, plastic ropes, duct tape, any way that you can keep that water out. Very, very important. But now another thing, you have to be safe. There's power lines down, there's trees down, and also a lot of people are using portable generators. And every time on the aftermath of the storm, you hear problems with carbon monoxide poisoning. So our friends from Generac want to recommend that you do not use their generators in a garage or an enclosed area or near a window or door. Not a good idea. And you don't want to overload it. It's tempting to invite all those neighbors over with their extension cords, but it can overload the system. And also, when you're refueling it, make sure that you let it cool down a little bit before you put more fuel in it. All of this will make it a lot safer when you're using your portable generator.
Well, Danny, these are such great safety tips for our viewers this morning. Before I let you go quickly, what's your best piece of advice for homeowners that are going through a tough time with these storms?
Well, I'll tell you what, I've been through a lot of hurricanes, a lot of extreme weather. You got to keep a positive attitude. You've got to get together with the neighbors to take care of everything. And more than anything, realize that it's going to get better every single day as you work your way out of the storm. A lot more information on my website at todayshomeowner.com.
Well, Danny, I want to thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Okay, Heather, thanks a lot for having me.
And as Danny mentioned, you can get all the information you need for your home and storm preparation by going to his website, todayshomeowner.com. Now, don't touch that remote. We'll be right back.